the ALCS from Toronto. Game number 3 with both teams tied at 1. The Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. Tonight, Mike Flanagan versus Jim Gott in a very, very important game as Toronto opens up their 3 games to this series here at Exhibition Stadium. If Toronto can take 1 out of these games, then they will go back to Baltimore. Baltimore won 7-0 and Toronto won 3-2. Tonight, Mike Flanagan versus Jim Gott with a combined total ERA of 1.50, an average ERA of 0.75. The runs tonight are going to be hard to come by. And tonight, it's going to be a good one. The Orioles and Blue Jays here in the 1983 ALCS. As Game 3 and a 2-1 lead will be on the line. The national anthem. And we're ready to start game number 3. Game number 3, Jim Gott. He has 1 start, no record, 1.50 ERA, 6 innings, given up 4 hits, walks and hits per innings pitch 0.83, 6 strikeouts and 1 walk. For Jimmy Gott here in game number 3, and starting off is Danny Ford, 343 with an 836 OPS. And we're ready to go, and we are underway here in inning number 1, and that's a strike. As we open the game, the last 3 games, Ford is hitting .538. Toronto held on to win in Baltimore and quickly 0-2. Here in the first inning, Jimmy Gott. He strikes out Dan Ford, 1 out. What an incredible first batter, 3 up, 3 down right there in pitches. That was easy, and here's Al Bunbury hitting .226 here in this series, and Gott, that's a strike. Bunbury is 4th on the Orioles with .572 OPS. He's hitting .226. And that'll be on the ground, a little bunt, and that'll be foul. No need to whip it like that. Bunbury has scored 4 runs in the last 7 games. And that'll be a base hit, center field. Living up to his average, he gives up hits but not runs, and that's Jimmy Gott. There it is right there, right through the middle. Eddie Murray now. Eddie hitting .290s, down from where he was in the first series against the Tigers. Remember, Eddie was the hero of Game 3 in Detroit. Oh, it was big. That Game 3 in Detroit was huge. He'll be high and a strike. 0-1 with 1 out for Jimmy Gott. Oh, and it hit Eddie. He goes down and he is hurt. Maybe he doesn't like it. And he stares down Gott, and Gott is in trouble now. Oh, that hit him. He went down. And Eddie Murray not so happy, and here's Cal. He's down to .233 average. A .650 OPS is on base plus slugging. And Cal's 4th on the Orioles. He's gone on more by walks than anything. And Jimmy Gott, it's going to be high ball 1. 1 game apiece. Baltimore and Toronto. Right now, Jimmy Gott has 2 on with 1 out, and he's pitching to Cal Ripken. Not a great way to start a game, and it'll be down low. He'll pick it up, throw to third, and did it get him? No, he didn't. It's 2nd and 3rd now. So Eddie Murray's in sacrifice position. I believe that would be Bunbury in sacrifice position. Sorry about that. So Cal Ripken now, the 2-0 to Ripken from Jimmy Gott. That'll be on the ground, fouled away. Well, with both ERAs being so low, you would seem to think that one run is going to be absolutely gigantic in this. And this will be fouled off to the third base side, 2-2. Gott has come back so far, and it's now the 2-2 to Ripken. Struck out Ripken, and now they're going to have to get on. He took the sacrifice right out of Ripken's hands. Oh, that is so big. And here is Ken Singleton, only hitting 194. Top of the first with 2 outs. 2 big ones out there. Gott low, and that's going to be a ball, 1-0. Here in Exhibition Stadium here in Toronto. And here in Toronto, it's 1-0 to Singleton, a very big at-bat. And a strike, it curves right in, it slides in, sorry. He's ended up scoring 2 runs in the last 3 games total. The 1-1 to Singleton. Inside 2-1. 2-1. Remember, in game 3 and 4, Chicago looked really good. In game 5, Toronto had that comeback. It's 3-1. Lowenstein is going to be on deck. And he's one that has been big throughout the postseason. That'll be fouled off. And nobody's going to catch that one. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That'll be a hard hit to right. It could be fair, and it is. 2 runs are going to score, and it's already 2-0. They're going to throw to second, and he's going to be safe. Oh, Ken Singleton. 2 RBIs here in the top of the first. Oh, they look so good doing it. And Jim Gott is in trouble. Here's John Lowenstein with 2 outs. Lowenstein to center field. Oh, it's a single and a base hit. And here they come. It's 3-0 Baltimore. That's John Lowenstein. Oh my goodness. And already it's 3-0, and here's Rick Dempsey hitting 300. Jim Gott is having a horrible first inning. And that'll be to right. Are they going to try and catch us? And it'll be foul. 0-1. What a big clutch hitting. Did he go? He did. It's 0-2. Last 5 games, Dempsey's had 3 RBIs. And he's hitting 300 here, the 0-2. Struck him out. And Toronto has given up 3 runs, all with 2 outs. And bottom of the first, it's 3-0. One of the things about high-scoring games is you never know. You know, when the first team scores 3 like Baltimore does, here's Mike Flanagan. When they do that, he's 1-0, 9 innings pitched. He's only given up 2 hits, 3 strikeouts and a walk. There's Damaso Garcia. You figure 3 would be enough for Flanagan, but you never know. And that's going to be a strike. Last 8 games, Garcia's had 2 home runs and 4 RBI. Again, you never know when teams, and that'll be a strike again. You never know when high-scoring games are going to happen. It could be 3-0 here, and then 4-3 at the bottom of the first. Who knows? Garcia to right. Is it going to drop? And it won't. 1 out. So Ford with the catch. Well, for Toronto, they have Garcia, Bonnell, Mosby, Barfield, Upshaw, Johnson. Griffin is now hitting 7th. Garth Yorg is 8th. And Buckner Martinez is the catcher. So Barnell again. Here's Barry Bonnell. They moved Alfredo Griffin to 7th. It's going to be inside ball 1. Remember Ernie Witt and Barry Bonnell. 1-0 with 1 out. That's going to be a shot to second, and he's just going to get that 1, 2 outs. There you see where we're at. The Phillies and Expos are tied at 1, and same with Baltimore and Toronto. No 7th game for anybody in all this series is. And here's Lloyd Mosby. So 2 hard hit balls and 2 nice defensive plays by the Orioles. And here's Lloyd. And that'll be a strike in the upper corner. And Lloyd has 3 runs in the last 5 games. He scored 3 in the last 5. Lloyd, that'll be a bunt, and now there's early 2 strikes. 0-2. Will be down low. 3-0 Baltimore here in the bottom of the first. And that'll be ripped foul. Toronto would like a run. They would like a run in the first or second inning, and that'll be 2-2. Flanagan wanted that one. The 2-2. And he fouls that one off. Well, it's 3 in the top of the first for Baltimore. And Toronto, that's going to be a hard hit and a base hit. Hard to see this ball in this stadium. So batting 4th will be Jesse Barfield. There's a runner on, and Barfield, that's going to be a ball outside. He's hitting 171 in the postseason. His average has come up. He went all that time in the first series against the White Sox without a hit. And now there's the steal. They're going to throw to second. He's going to be safe. And the stolen base. And now a base hit will get him in. Barfield at 171. That'll be 3-0. Willie Upshaw will be next. This could be right down the middle. Let's see if they give the green light to Barfield. Oh, they do, and it's 3-1. So just hit that out of the ballpark if you can. Three and 1, and now it's 3-2. Working his way back is Flanagan. The 3-2 with 2 outs. That'll be fouled away. Oh, right into the dugout. So the 3-2, bottom of the first. And they walk him, and Barfield will go on first. They got 2 on with 2 outs. All of this with 2 outs. They've been hitting the ball hard, and Willie Upshaw hitting .258 now. Bottom of the first. That's going to be a hard hit. Are they going to score 1? They're going around third. They're going to come home. The throw to the plate. He's going to be safe at 3-1. Toronto gets back a run. And both of these starting pitchers are not having the greatest of innings. And it is 3-1. Here's Cliff Johnson hitting .258. Cliff will foul it back, 0-1. Oh, this is so big. They're going to show a stat. I don't know what it was. Did he go? They say he did. His last 4 games, he's had 3 doubles. If he gets one here, that would be big. Flanagan, the 0-2. Struck him out. But they get one, and they know they can hit the ball against Flanagan. It is 3-1. So Len Cicada has really picked it up in the postseason. He was 0 for life, and then he's been on, and he's had big base hits, and he's started many innings. It'll be low ball 1. So Cicada's defensive play has been really good also. So Jimmy Gott with 20-some pitches in the first inning, and it'll be 1-1. 1983. ALCS is swing and a miss here. Baltimore got the early jump. 3-0. Toronto in the bottom of the inning came back. Every run in this game has been scored with 2 outs. So the 2-2. Cicada hitting 172. Strike him out, and it'll be 1 out. Remember, it's been with 2 outs, so Jim Gott with his 4th strikeout. Every single out for Toronto has been a strikeout. And here's Rich Dower hitting 267. And that'll be a strike. 5 RBIs by Dower, tied for the 2nd on the Orioles. It's going to be outside 1-1. Last game he was 1 for 5 with a single. 1-1. And that'll be 2-1 down low. Jim Gott, number 38 for Toronto. Starting pitcher, gave up 3 in the first. That's going to be a nub, and that's caught. Caught by the first baseman, and that's going to be 2 out. Danny Ford now. He struck out in the first series. He's 4 for 9. 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. He's been really good in this series. He's batting slightly below 500. If he gets a hit, he'll bat 500. Last game he was 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. And he added RBI. Big considering they only scored 2 runs. They'll be 2-0. 2-0. Three and 0. On deck is Al Bunbury. That'll be 3-1. 3-1 with 2 outs. Here in the top of the 2nd. That'll be on the ground. Easy out there, and we go to the bottom of the 2nd. It's 3-1 Baltimore. Here we go, 7, 8, 9. Here's Alfredo Griffin. First on the Blue Jays with .419 as a batting average. Here's Alfredo. High ball 1. Toronto, he has 5 RBI in the last 4 games. So lucky nobody's on when he's up, and it'll be a strike. Mike Flanagan. That's going to be a base hit. No, it's a catch. Len Cicada stuck his glove out. And you can see at the outfield is Lowenstein, Bunbury, and Ford. The infield is Dower, Rifkin, Cicada, and Murray. And Rick Dempsey is the catcher. Len Cicada, what an incredible catch there. And here's Garth Yord hitting .313. They're hitting it hard, the Blue Jays, and they say he wins. His brother played for Kansas City. The 0-1. And that'll be York, and caught by Murray. 2 outs.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
And now we go to Buck Martinez, who's not had a hit all postseason. This streak has to come to an end soon. And that'll be a ball 1-0. He's had a walk, at least one. His on base plus slugging is 0.56, and it'll be 2-0. 2-0 to Buck Martinez. And that's a strike, 2-1. 3-1 Baltimore leading Toronto. And Buck will hit that foul. Martinez at 2-2. Struck him out, and that'll end the second inning. At the end of 2, it's Baltimore 3 and Toronto 1. Top of the third now. Here's Al Bunbury. He finally got his first hit of the series. The last time he was up, he singled. He ended up scoring a run. And no RBI, and that's going to be a strike. All the scoring in the first inning was 0 for 5 in the last game with a strikeout. And here in the third, that's going to be a swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. 0-2 to Al Bunbury. Did he go? Yes, he did. It'll hit the ground. Martinez to first, and we got an out. Well, the Toronto Blue Jays come into this game tied at 1 game apiece. And Eddie Murray was hit in the shoulder and went to the ground in his first at-bat and got on the inside, 1-0. Murray is 0 for 5 with a strikeout. 1-0 with 1 out. That'll be 2-0. So Eddie is not swinging unless Scott's going to give him something here. And he made that mistake up the middle on a base hit for Eddie Murray. 2 times up, he's on twice. One he was hit by a pitch, and one with a single. And Eddie Murray just almost hit God. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Cal Ripken, who's 0 for 1. It's almost like the first inning, and that's going to be a ball 1-0. Cal struck out in the first. He had that really big game in game number 2 against the Tigers, but he's been silent ever since. Center field. And he dives, and it'll hit the ground. Will they go to third? And they will. They might get him, and he's safe. He saves around. He slides around. And it'll be first and third with 1 out. And here's Ken Singleton, who's 1 for 1. His last time up. Last time up, he had an RBI with 2 outs. Started everything. He had a double and 2 RBI and a run. That was his first hit of the series. He's hitting 100 for this series. And that's going to be ripped to right field and caught, and that'll be 2 outs. They're going to throw home, and it is go. Oh, it's going to be 4-1. So Ken Singleton ends up scoring. And not the sacrifice fly you wanted. And just a little bit off. And here's John Lowenstein with 2 outs. Got again. That's going to be low ball 1. Again, Lowenstein is 1 for 1, and he always comes up big. The 1-0. And that'll be high to left field. Let's see who gets it. And left fielder, 3 out. We go to the bottom of the third. The score, Baltimore 4, Toronto 1. Maso Garcia for 1. He flew out in the first. He's 2 for 10 today. DeMaso will come up, bottom of the third. Baltimore, and that's a strike there. Baltimore adding to their 3-1 lead. It's now 4-1. Garcia, will this drop? Will this drop? And no. Sakata, what a catch. And that'll be 1 out. They're dropping if you're Baltimore. They're being caught if you're Toronto. And here's Bunnell, who's 4 for 9 in this series. He's very good. He was terrible in the White Sox series. That'll be low ball 1. Trying to get on here. Baltimore scored a run. Toronto wants to try and match. It'll be 2-0. Here's Flanagan. The 2-0. And Bunnell. Third to first. Dower to Murray. 2 out.
Number 15.
And it is silent here. And here's Lloyd Mosby, who's 1 for 1 on the day. Mosby, and that'll be fouled 0-1. Well, nobody on and 2 out here in the bottom of the third. It's early for Toronto. They're just looking for runs. It'll be quickly 0-2. Mosby was 2 for 5 in the last game with an RBI. Now to be on the ground. Cal Teddy, and that'll be 3 outs. We go to the 4th. Baltimore, a strong first inning. They added 1 last inning. It's 4-1. Dempsey, Sakata, and Dower. Well, the 7, 8, 9 portion of the lineup has been all right. Here's Rick Dempsey. Maybe not today. Dempsey struck out in the first inning. And the inning. That'll be ball 1-0. Last game, Dempsey went 3 for 5 with 3 singles. You see what I'm saying? He's 3 for 6 in the series. Well, he's 3 for, I don't know what he is in the series. But in this game and last game, he's a total 3 for 6. That'll be inside 2-1. Jimmy Gott. Going to be on the ground and foul. Notice a lot more foul balls, and you'll get that when the talent level goes up. Baltimore had 3 runs in the first inning, and that's the difference. Toronto got 1 back, and then Baltimore scored 1 more. 3-2 to Dempsey. High, and he chased that one. Jim Gott. Ball 4, and now he'll go to first. Len Sakata. He struck out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1 today. He's hitting 167 in the series. He'll be outside ball 1. 1 for 5 with a single. In the last game, Sakata, his bat picked up in game 1 and at the end of the Detroit series. Sakata to right field. Are they going to be able to get it? It's a long run, and it's foul. It'll be 1-1. Here in the top of the 4th inning, nobody out and 1 on. That'll be to right field. That'll be a base hit. Are they going to go to third? No. What a throw to third. It would have been close, but no sacrifice position there. Len Sakata, another hit, and here's Rich Dower. Here in the top of the 4th, Baltimore looking to break this thing open. And that'll be a strike. Line down in the second inning, 0 for 1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, it'll be 0-2. Bullpen warming up. They got people warming up in a bullpen for Toronto. The 0-2. And that'll be a waist high, 1-2. Oh, if Sakata can get on, that might be it. The 1-2. Struck him out. And Dower goes down. Jim got his 6th strikeout. Shows you strikeouts aren't necessarily. I remember Little League games where you would have, Little League baseball games where you'd have a kid with 21 strikeouts or 18 strikeouts. Yes, he went. But he'd give up 10 runs. Because every time somebody hit the ball, they hit it far. And then the other kids came up and struck out, so you can't go necessarily by all strikeouts. It'll be 1-1. 2 on with 1 out. Here in the top of the 4th inning. Got is high and Ford. So big for him. The 2-1. Down low, 3-1. Al Bunbury is on deck. The 3-1 to Ford, he could load the bases up. Oh, and they load the bases up. Jim Gott didn't like that decision. Staring the umpire down. And it is the bases loaded with 1 out, and they're bringing in a new pitcher. Jimmy Gott, with 6 strikeouts in 4 innings, is done. He is done. In 10 possible outs, 6 were strikeouts, but the rest were walks, and they got to stop him now with 1 out. Here is Mike Morgan, 1 game, 1 2/3 innings, 5.40 ERA, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. Righties hate him, lefties absolutely adore this guy. And Mike Morgan is in. He's got to get 2 outs. A sac fly, okay, but they can't give more than 1 run. And then Toronto has to start getting on the scoreboard. Bunbury. And that'll be fouled off, 0-1. Oh, in the dugout. 0-1 with 1 out. High pop fly, center field. It'll be leaped, and he caught it. And they're going to throw home, and it'll be 5-1. But what a catch in center field. It wasn't deep enough. It wasn't deep enough for a sacrifice fly, but the fact that Lloyd Mosby had to dive for it allowed the run to score. Covered 60 feet. And here's Eddie Murray, who's 1 for 1. It's 5-1 Murray, and that's going to be fouled off. 0-1. Baltimore 5, Toronto 1. 0-1, and Murray on the ground. 0-2 now. Did he get Eddie Murray, and can he strike him out for the 3rd and final out? High pop fly, left center. It's back, and it'll hit the ground. 1 run's going to score. This will be 2 runs, and Eddie Murray with the double, and he's on second. It's 7-1 here in the 4th. Oh, what an absolute huge bases clearing double. And it is quiet here. Here's Cal Ripken. That's a strike. He had a single in the third. He's 3 for 10 with 2 RBIs in the series. And that'll be another one, 0-2. Baltimore 7, Toronto 1. It'll be 1-2. 1-2. And 2-2 here as they throw it away. I'll tell you what, Jim Gott right now, he's... Oh, and it's on the ground, but Murray won't go, and it'll be 3-2. Ken Singleton will be on deck. They're trying to get out of this inning here in the fourth. Top of the fourth, and that's going to be ball 4. And another one goes on. So here's Singleton, 1 for 1, a double, 3 RBIs, and a run. And that is big, 1 for 10 in the series with a double and 3 RBIs. He ended up scoring. Yeah, that was big. And that'll be a ball outside, 1-0. 1-0. Here's Singleton. And that'll be fouled off, 1-1. Can he have this magic again and really build this Baltimore lead up? The 1-1. That'll be on the ground. Right to first, and they end the inning. Well, I mean, Toronto's giving a little encouragement, but they're down 7-1 in the bottom of the fourth. Seven to 1 in the bottom of the fourth, and here's Jesse Barfield.
The right fielder, Jesse.
Walked in the first inning. So Barfield on 171. That'll be fouled off. 0-1. That'll be to right field, Barfield, and they'll back up and make the catch, 1 out. Well, if Toronto wants anything, they got to get a couple runs here. They have to. And Willie Upshaw, he has a single and the only RBI today. He's 2 for 9 in the series. It's 7-1 Baltimore right now. And Upshaw, and that'll go to right, and that'll be foul. Last 9 games, he has 7 total runs. And they played a total of 9, and that's, snagged out of the air by Dower. Rich Dower, and he snags it out of the air. It could have been a double. And that was big, and here's Cliff Johnson, who struck out in the first. And Cliff, high pop fly. And underneath, and they make the catch. We go to the 5th. Baltimore 7, Toronto 1. Lowenstein, Dempsey, and Sakata. Here comes Lowenstein. A single and an RBI, 258 average. Here in the top of the 5th. I mean, right now, Mike Morgan will stay in. And that's going to be a ball, 1-0. Baltimore with their explosion. They had 1 in Game 1. Game 2 was a Toronto win. Now they shift here. A win here will force the series back to Baltimore. The only way Toronto can win it here is if they sweep. The 1-2 with nobody out. It'll be 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. High into left field. And that'll be the catch, 1 out.
Up next, the Orioles.
So Jim Gott, 3 1/3, 6 hits, 7 runs, all earned. 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, 68 pitches. Not very good. Here's Rick Dempsey, 4 for 9 in the series. He was 4 for 8. He has a walk today and a run. And Dempsey down low, ball 1. 7-1 Baltimore here in the 5th. Dempsey on the ground. Third to first, and that's going to be 2 outs. Two outs here. Here's Len Cicada. Series, he's 3 for 10. Always good at defense. Always good at second base. Versus lefties, he hasn't had a hit. Versus righties, he's hitting 200. And this is a righty. He's got a chance. Cicada's 1 for 2. And they foul it off. 1-2 with 2 outs, top of the 5th. It'll be a ball, 2-2. 2-2. And he jammed them. And they go to first and end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The score, Baltimore 7, Toronto 1. Alfredo Griffin is 2 for 7 in a series. He hit the ball hard last time. Toronto's down 7-1, but they had people on base early. And they're hitting the ball hard, and it's a base hit. Griffin gets on. He gets on first with nobody out. I'll tell you what, this is... It's big. Here's Garth Yord. And that's going to be a strike. Lined out in the second. 294 average. Yord to right. It's going to be a base hit. And now Griffin will go to third. It's first and third, and nobody's out here. They're down by 6. This could be the inning if they want to come back. This could be the inning. He goes opposite. Oh, so big. And here's Buck Martinez, who's 0 for 1. Even a double play scores a run. It'll be outside 1-0. 7-1 Baltimore leads Toronto. They're in game number 3. But Toronto is 2 on with nobody out. Martinez, and it's going to be fouled back 1-1. Last game he played, he was 0 for 3. Him and Ernie Witt keep changing. It'll be a ball, 2-1. 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th. 2-1. That's going to be high. Will it be deep enough? And it will be. They're going to send him home. And it'll be 7-2 now. So Toronto gets one back here in the bottom of the 5th. And here's Damaso Garcia. He's 2 for 11 in a series. And today he flied out and he popped out. Damaso Garcia 0 for 2. Garcia, that's going to be a strike. Remember in the first game, it was first or second game against the White Sox, I think the first one. He had an inside the park home run, sorry. And nobody goes there, it'll be 1-1. Kind of, even though you score a run, you kind of get a little bit of threat taken off when you get that runner in from third. Garcia, and he pulls it foul again. They're pulling the hits this inning against Flanagan. The 1-2 to Garcia. And it'll be 2-2. I think Flanagan is pitching outside, and it's just so Easy to flick it out that way. The 2-2. Oh, that's going to be to left field, but it'll not be out, and that'll be caught. 2 outs. You'd rather have a fielder's choice because Garcia is an 81 on speed, and Lowenstein with the catch. Here in Toronto, Exhibition Stadium, and here's Barry Bunnell. He lined out and he grounded out. He's 4 for 10 in this series with an RBI. He'd like to get on, and then you have the 3 and 4 hitters with people on base, and that's a strike. Hardest ticket to get in Toronto, especially here in 1983. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. The 0-2 with 2 outs. Down low, 1-2. Flanagan trying to end this inning. The 1-2 to Bunnell. Trying to end this inning. Inside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Three and 2. Lloyd Mosby is on deck. Oh, that's going to be a shot to right center field and a base hit. They're going to get one in. How far are they going to go? How far is Bunnell going to go? Is he going to go to third? No, he's stopping at second at 7-3. And this pace is something that Toronto can live with. Bunnell is now out of his shell in this series. The first series, he was absolutely terrible. And this series, he's, I believe, 5 for 11. And here's Lloyd Mosby. Lloyd can drive him in with the base hit. And that'll be on the ground. That's going to be a base hit around third base. He's going to come around to score. There's going to be a play at the plate. He's going to be safe at 7-4. They've got 3 back in this inning, and what are they going to do? They're going to talk to Flanagan. They're going to keep him in. Toronto got 3 this inning. And they're talking to Mike Flanagan, who's staying in. So Barfield 0 for 1. And that's going to be a ball outside. He walked in the first. He's 0 for 1 in the series. He's 2 for 9. Big at bat for Barfield. If he can get in the outfield, it'll be 7-5. That's going to be a strike there. Last 3 games, he scored 2 runs. The 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Look at the pitch count. 23, 10, 8, 5, 22. He only threw 5 pitches in an inning. Barfield in the first and the 5th now has thrown 45 in those 2 innings. And Barfield fouls it off close. It'll be 2-2. The 2-2 bottom of the 5th. And that'll be fouled off. 2-2. 3-2 now. If they walk Barfield, then Willie Upshaw will be up. Toronto has cut this lead in half in this inning. The 3-2. That'll be to left field. It'll be foul, but will it be caught? And it will be caught. Lowenstein with the catch. And at the end of 5, it's 7-4. Remember, in Chicago, as Rich Dower comes up, he struck out, lined out, 4 for 10, a home run, and 4 RBIs. Remember, for For Toronto, they were down 6-2 to the White Sox. As Roy Lee Jackson and Stan Clark are warming up. Remember, they were down 6-2 to the White Sox, tied them up and lost the game 8-6. That'll be fouled off. They're also down 3-0 to the White Sox in Game 5. So Game 3 was pretty much a White Sox blowout. Game 4 was a comeback by the Blue Jays. And then they won 8-6. They scored 2 later on. 2-2. 2-2. High and fouled it back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here in the top of the 6th inning. And they get the first out here. A strikeout at Dower. And he's a little bit upset. 1 out. And here comes Dan Ford. Ford to right and fouled it off. So 0-1. It'll be 1-1 here. So Mike Morgan can go 1-2-3. Then Toronto's going to have another shot here. And all the momentum, it'll be 1-2 with an out. That'll be to right field. It'll hook foul. 1-2 with an out here in the top of the 6th. Along the ground and a base hit. So on first is Ford. And now here's Al Bunbury, who's been in a slump, but he's 1 for 2 today. Bunbury, and that's going to be a strike. 1 on, 1 out in the series. He's 1 for 11 with an RBI today. He has a single, an RBI on that thing, and a run. To the 0-1 low, he makes it 0-2. Here in the top of the 6th inning, it's 7-4 now. Baltimore trying to get some more runs. And inside 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, top of the 6th. That'll be on the ground. It could be 2. That's 5-4-3, and it's around the horn. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Look at this. Upshaw, Johnson, and Griffin. So here's Willie Upshaw, 1 for 2, a single and an RBI.
The first baseman.
Hitting .273. Willie, and that'll be a ball outside. Willie Upshaw. Oh, that was a meatball for Upshaw to put in the outfield. Maybe not, I don't know. It's 1-1 now. And outside 2-1. He throws all those curves. He's thrown a lot of junk today. The 2-1. And it's going to hit. It's a fair ball, and Willie Upshaw will be on first with nobody out. He's going to second. He might be out. He's going to be out at second, and Willie Upshaw tries to take second, and he can't get it. And with no outs, the first one comes at second. And they had such momentum, and then he had to do that. So here's Cliff. And Cliff Johnson, that's going to be a strike. 0 for 2, a strikeout, a flyout. He's 1 for 8 in this series. Willie Upshaw, and right now, the fans are fuming, and that's deep to left. And it is gone. No, it hits the wall. See, it would have been first and third with nobody out. That's what happens when you run and you shouldn't run. And now there's a runner on second. Again, there's a period in every game when you know you're getting to a pitcher and the other team doesn't take him out. And this is the point. Here's Alfredo Griffin, 1 for 2. Bottom of the 6th, 1 out. That'll be a ball outside. Griffin is 1 for 2, a single and a run. He's 3 for 8 in the series. 1-0 to Griffin. Griffin to right, and he's not going to get it. It's foul. Almost. Griffin was 0 for 3 and a strikeout in his last game. The 1-1, the bottom of the 6th inning. Griffin and on the ground foul. 1 and 2. Could have been Willie Upshaw home or second and third with no outs. But right now it's man on second with 1 out. And it'll be 2 and 2. Alfredo, a very big at-bat. He has to make up for Willie Upshaw's mistake and try and get his teammate in from second. Struck him out, and we go 2 out. It might take 2 hits because his teammate on second, he got a 20 speed. And here's Garth Yord, 2 for 5. In the series, 1 for 2 today, a single and a run. And York outside, ball 1. In the bullpen, Sammy Stewart and Dan Morigallo. 7-4 here. York trying to make it 7-5. And it'll be a strike there, 1-1. Toronto not going without a fight. 1-1, bottom of the 6th. 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. And 3-1. Oh, this is big. Buck Martinez will be on deck. And here they go, the 3-1. High and deep to left, but not far enough, and that'll be caught. So Toronto gets done in. And it's 7-4, we go to the 7th. New pitcher, Stan Clark. 6 games, 5 1/3 innings, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. Righties love this guy. Lefties hate him. He has no ERA. And here's Eddie Murray, 2 for 2. A double, a single, and 2 RBIs. 5 for 10 on the series. And here comes Stan now as we begin the 7th. And Eddie, that's fair. And he has a double and 2 singles. So Murray's going to second. They throw to second, and they get him out. He's out. And just like Willie Upshaw, he tries to take second. I'm going to say that was a horrible move. That was no need, just like Willie Upshaw. Just as bad. And here's Cal, and it's fouled off. The only thing I can say is it evens out. You would say, what if Willie stayed on? They ended up scoring a run, make it 7-5. Well, same thing with Baltimore. 1-1. 1 out. Swing and a miss here. It'll be 1-2. Stan Clark going right at the Orioles. Got hit his first pitch, but a throw threw out Eddie Murray at second, and that'll be foul. We're in the top of the 7th inning. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2, and Ken Singleton will be the next one up. On the ground, third to first, 2 out.
Up next for the Orioles.
And there's 2 out. Here's Ken Singleton. Double 3 RBI and a run. And that'll be a high pop fly, center field, and running it down. And And the Toronto Blue Jays, well, they have all the momentum. They just keep blowing it. The bottom of the 7th inning. New pitcher Bill Swaggerty, 5 games, 1-0, 6 innings pitched, 4.50 ERA, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Lefties and righties are liking this guy. And Buck Martinez now I have to go get a drink. It's a high-scoring game, but I need a drink of water. Oh. All right, well, here we go in the bottom of the 7th inning. It is 7-4, Baltimore leading Toronto. Here's Buck, and Buck will hit it foul. So 0-1, bottom of the 7th inning. Buck, and that's a base hit. That'll be his first. And it hits the ground, a single. So Buck Martinez gets on now with nobody out. And that might be, Willie Upshaw was fast. And that hurt him because he tried for second. Buck Martinez just stays on first and goes, no way. Toronto is getting all sorts of hits. Here's Damaso. Damaso, and that'll be a swing and a miss. Swaggerty, the new pitcher, and that is his 3rd pitch. Damaso is 0 for 3 today, but he's dangerous. Damaso, hard hit, and that'll be, oh, what a catch, and what a double play! Oh my goodness, Dower to Sakata to Murray. And oh my. And here's Bonnell. 1 for 3, a double, an RBI, and a run. Bottom of the 7th inning. And that's going to be a strike. Bonnell now. There'll be 1-1. Bill Swaggerty now, Bonnell, and that's going to be second to first to go to the 8th. Toronto keeps losing these opportunities. And it's 7-4. So Roy Lee Jackson will come in 4 games, 0-1 record, 3 2/3 innings. The ERA 7.36, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. Righties love him, and lefties even are better with him. I should say righties like him, and lefties really love him. John Lowenstein is 1 for 3. Roy Lee Jackson is in. And Lowenstein, a base hit. Roy Lee Jackson has had a terrible time. And the last couple times he's been in. Here come the Baltimore Orioles now. Here's Rick Dempsey, 0 for 2. And that'll be a strike. Roy Lee Jackson, both relievers. The last 2 relievers, the 1 for Baltimore and 1 for Toronto, gave up base hits in her first pitch. 1-1 here in the top of the 8th with one on. To Rick Dempsey, who's 0 for 2. And it'll be 2-1. The 2-1. Down low, 3-1. Lynn Sakata is on deck. The 3-1. On the ground, it could be 2. They get 1. They get 2. 2 out. And here's Len, 3 for 11 in this series. 1 for 3 today, a single and a run. It'll be a ball inside, 1-0. Versus righties, 194. He hasn't hit a lefty yet. It'll be inside, 2-0. Roy Lee Jackson. 2-1. 3-1 now. Rich Dower will be batting ninth, and he's on deck. Lance Sakata 1 for 3, and a swing and a miss. He swung at ball 4. And now the 3-2. High into right field. You get the feeling everybody just wants to see Toronto back, because Toronto's got the momentum and they're getting people on base. They got Mosby, Barfield, and Upshaw. Well, the rubber's going to meet the road here as Sammy Stewart comes in. 2 games, 1 2/3 innings pitched. 1 strikeout. Righties hate the guy. Lefties are okay with the guy. Lloyd Mosby's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI. Toronto trying to get at least 1 run here. And Stewart has that sidearm action. It's 1-0. Lloyd Mosby's got good luck reading that, and it's 2-0 inside. Two for 3 is Lloyd Mosby. 3-0. Oh, if he walks him, and Jesse Barfield will be on deck. The 3-0. Ball 4, and they do it, and Mosby goes to first, and Jesse Barfield, he's going to be ready to come in, and he's ready to. Now the thing is, they can't just play small ball, they need 3 runs, and if Barfield, he walked into first, he's 0 for 2 today, he's a 162 average in the postseason, no home runs and 1 RBI, he's due for something big. I'm thinking with Toronto, they need at least a run this inning. And ball 5 from Stewart. And Barfield now. Runner on first, nobody out. They throw back to first, and he's safe. I would not even touch the run with this guy throwing out of the strike zone like he is. And that'll be a hard hit foul. I think that Barfield is getting ready to really send one. You can smell it. Sammy Stewart, 6 pitches, and none of them look really authoritarian. Oh, that's going to be a hit right up the center, and 2 are on with nobody out, and they're above 50 speed. 79 at second base and 50 at first. Look at this. It was hard to pick up a little bit, but Jesse Barfield now, and now the tying run with nobody out, and here comes the man himself, Willie Upshaw, 2 for 3. And he's got men in front of him so he can't overrun a base. And that's ball 1. They could load it up. You can feel it here in Toronto. Oh my goodness, if they were to win this game, The stadium would go absolutely ballistic. The 1-0. 2-0. Oh, they're feeling it if you're a Baltimore fan. Toronto has messed up every other good opportunity except for the inning where they scored 3 runs, and that'll be on the ground foul. So it's 2-1. Oh my goodness, Willie Upshaw, 2 for 3 today. The pitch, and it's going to be a strike. 2-2 and nobody out. The 2-2 pitch. Outside, 3-2. If they walk Upshaw, Cliff Johnson will come up with the winning run or the leading run at home base. Upshaw. Oh my goodness, that was higher than his head. Nearing it. And they call a strikeout. Well, Flanagan has better innings pitched, better runs, better earned runs, more hits he's given up, less walks, and God had more strikeouts, but oh, what a call there. And here's Cliff Johnson. That was ball 4, and they rung him up. So here's Sammy Stewart and Cliff Johnson now. That's going to be ball 1. Stewart is having trouble with his trying to get it on target. Stewart not looking great today. You hang with people because down the line you don't want to take their options away. Maybe in a game 7 you pull Stewart now. It's 2-0. 7-4, Baltimore leads Toronto. This is it for Toronto's inning. This is a huge inning for them. Oh, he swung at ball 3 on a 2-0 pitch with a pitcher that can't hit the strike zone, and he swung at a bad pitch. It'll be 2-1 for Cliff Johnson. And right there, and that's the swing and a miss. It'll be 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now to be on the ground. That might be a double play. They go to second. They go to first now, and he's got him. And that ends the 8th inning. And now everybody is going back to their dugout in shock. Such a promising inning, and it just is done. Oh, that was such a promising inning for Toronto, and an ugly strikeout and a double play. And the top of the 9th, Roy Lee Jackson. That'll be a ball down low. He didn't like that one. And it'll be 1-0 here in the top of the 9th inning. And that'll be high, pop fly to right field. Running, and making the catch, 1 out. No, it hit the ground. It hit the ground. Sorry about that. 7-4, and that'll be a hard shot. Third to first, and there'll be 1 out. Seven to 4, Baltimore leading Toronto. Danny Ford now will be up. Baltimore got a 7-1 lead. Toronto scored 3 in a later inning, and then they've always had people on. They couldn't get them in. And that'll be to left field. This will be foul. And there it is. It is foul. 0-1 with an out. The 0-1. And it's 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike here. And they call that one a strike. 2-1. That'll be a catch. First baseman, they get him 2 out. What a catch. Watch this one. I barely saw this one. Oh my goodness. And now here's Al Bunbury, who's 1 for 3. And that's going to be a ball outside, 1-0. A single, an RBI, and a run. He's 1 for 12 in the series. In the top of the ninth. And Jackson, he'll be 2-0. 2-0 to Roy Lee Jackson. And that's going to be a strike, 2-1. 2-1. Down and around, 2-2 with 2 outs. The pitch. And it'll be a little chopper. Picked up by Martinez, and a safe. He's safe here, and Al Bunbury gets the base hit. He chopped it right in front, and that's the 11th base hit. There are 11 runs, and now 21 base hits between these teams. Yep, and he made it. And now here it is, Eddie Murray. Here's Eddie now. And Roy, that's going to be a ball inside. Murray's 3 for 3, a double, 2 singles, and 2 RBI. If he hits it right here, they're going to have their huge buffer. He's there. Bunbury only with 68 speed. So it'll be 1-0. 7-4, Baltimore leads Toronto. Murray on the ground. This will be second to first. That'll be the inning. 3 outs. The score, Baltimore 7, Toronto 4. So coming up is Tippy Martinez, 3 games, 0-1. 2 saves and 3 opportunities, 2 1/3. Bad ERA, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. Righties hate the guy and lefties are good with him. And Alfredo Griffin is 3 for 9. He'll start off. Batting 7th, and Tippy just has had bad luck now. And that's the side armor, and that's a strike. Alfredo would love to get on as it's 7-4. And they need 2 on before they can think of tying the game. That'll be a ball, 1-1. So Tippy Martinez here. Alfredo Griffin. And Alfredo will pop that to the opposite field. It'll be 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's Tippy. 2-2. Second straight side armor that they're facing on Baltimore's staff. Sammy Stewart, the other guy, and are going opposite field. 2-2. And that'll be fouled off. Alfredo Griffin needs to get on. He would love to get on. If he gets on, then you could start talking. 2-2, and he was fooled there on the changeup. So Martinez again, another 2-2 to Alfredo. That'll be fouled again. That'll be number 7. And this will be number 8. To Alfredo again. That'll be on the ground. It could be, and it is a base hit. So he gets on first with nobody out. And that is big. 9 pitches. 9 for Tippy. That was his 9th. And here's Garth York. Nobody out. Runner on first. That's a swing and a miss. York 1 for 3, a single and a run, 316 average. No home run, 1 RBI. Bottom of the 9th here. 7-4 Baltimore leading Toronto. Outside 1-1. You gotta wonder. You gotta wonder, Toronto, with all these base runners in the last few innings, they can't get them in. 1-1, it'll be 2-1. Joe Altobelli. And you see him there as he's thinking to himself, hey, how long do I keep him in? That'll be on the ground and a base hit. The tying run will be at the plate with nobody out. Oh, this is big again. Right through the middle, and Tippy Martinez has not been very well. And now here we go. Here's Buck Martinez, who's 1 for 2 today. His first hit in the postseason. And that'll be fouled away, 0-1. Buck is 1 for 2. He's 1 for 5 in the series. Today a single and an RBI. Oh, this is so big. 0-1. He went, and it's quickly 0-2 with nobody out. And here's Buck now. The 0-2, if he were to load the bases, that would be big. Oh my, when he hit that, I thought there was a shot that this game would be 7. But it's 7-4, bottom of the 9th, the 0-2. High, and it's fouled behind. And underneath the catch, 1 out.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Garcia.
So 1 out, bottom of the 9th, DeMarco Garcia. 2 for 13 in the series. He's 0 for 4 today. And that'll be a ball down low. Versus lefties, terrible. Righties, he's great. But he's facing a lefty now. DeMarco Garcia, the 1-0. And it's going to be a strike, 1-1. The first 2 get on. And then the last one was an out. It was a pop-up. But here's DeMarco. And it'll be 2-1. Remember, Buck Martinez is not expected to get a hit, and you can't pinch hit for him because he's a catcher. Two and 1 to DeMarco Garcia. This guy's like a keystone here. That'll be a strike. If he gets on, you can load the bases up with 1 out. The 2-2 with 1 out. Struck him out, and now he's upset. And DeMarco Garcia strikes out in a very, very big attempt. And here's Barry Bunnell, and he's the last hope. Barry Bunnell, 1 for 4, 195 average. And this is it. And ball 1 inside. 1-0. 1 for 4 is Bunnell. It's 2-0. Bunnell now all of a sudden is up 2-0 in this at bat. This should be a strike. No, it's 3-0. Oh my goodness, he could load the bases up for Lloyd Moseby. He could load it up to 3-0. Oh, he walked him. It's ball 4. And now the bases are loaded for Lloyd Moseby. They don't need a home run to tie. Just a well-placed base hit. And everybody in this stadium is just on their seats. The thing you got to take out of this is Toronto's got to be competitive. It was 7-1 Baltimore, and they scored 3. And they've had people on, but here's Lloyd Moseby with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. He might be their last hope. Martinez, and that's going to be a ball outside. They got Griffin, York, and Bunnell. Look at this, Griffin, York, and Bunnell. Lloyd Moseby is 2 for 3. And that's going to opposite field. It's going to be foul. It's 1-1. He's going to remember this at bat for the rest of his life. He will. Lloyd Moseby knows. It's up to him. The 1-1 from Martinez. And he tips that back. It's now 1-2. 1 strike away from winning this game is Baltimore. 1 swing away is winning this game from Toronto. The 1-2 with 2 outs. Inside 2-2. You see the bases are jammed. Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. On the deck is Jesse Barfield. If they walk him, then you can tie it up with just a base hit. It would take a special base hit here. The 2-2 and fouled away. A special base hit would tie it up here. Really have to be special. And here we go again. Here's Mosby, 2 for 3 today. The 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. Oh, to right field, and it's going to be foul. Oh, my goodness, and fouls it off again. Mosby 2 for 3 today. He's either going to choke or he's smelling blood. The 2-2 pitch. And it was a little early, and they're going to get him out, and that's the game. And that's it with the bases loaded. He knew he swung it early. And the Baltimore Orioles survived game number 3. With the bases loaded and 2 outs, and they get him early. Tippy Martinez will get the save. And it is a high-scoring game. We thought coming into this game, it was 7-1 in the top of the 4th, and then 7-4 after 5, and that was it with the scoring. Both starters known for giving up no runs, went absolutely nowhere in this game. It's Baltimore 7 and Toronto 4. What great moments here. Especially early on. The next game we have will be game number 2. Eddie Murray was incredible today. The next game we have will be game number 2. Oh, there's Tippy Martinez, and that's the strikeout there. That was a big strikeout. And then this ground ball out to Eddie Murray, and
Our final line score tonight.
And Eddie Murray gets a player of the game, 3 for 4, double, and 2 RBIs. They take a 2-1 series lead. Eddie Murray, the best hitter here. They had 3 multiple hit batters. Murray was 3 for 4, and he also was hit once. With a pitch early on, he ended up scoring 2 runs. Flanagan gets the win. Swaggerty, Stewart get the hold, and Martinez gets the save. So everybody gets something there. Stewart comes in and gets a hold, his 3rd of the playoffs. And they get the save for Toronto. Everybody getting hits. They had Mosby, Upshaw, Griffin, and Yorg, all with multiple hits. And then Gott gets the loss. He did not have a good day. And that's the thing. If Gott had a good day, then again, a little bit of frustration. Morgan, Clark, and Jackson come in. Gott had a wild pitch. Pitching analysis for the Orioles, 146 total pitches. You had Flanagan, Martinez, here's Stewart, and you had Swaggerty. 144, so that means there were 290 pitches thrown in this game. For the Blue Jays, you had Gott, who had 68 of them. There's Jackson, Clark, and Morgan. Now we go to the batting analysis. So, while we do this, I'll give you a little synopsis. I think Toronto is going to be in this series. Whether they win all these games or lose or whatever, I think they're going to be very, very competitive. And I think Game 4 is going to be very, very telling. As in Game number 4, they are going to have to, as we go to the Orioles, I mean, that would be big for a nice win. If they could win in Game 4, I think it would put the Orioles back on their heels. And everybody would really, really pay attention to Game 5. Game 5 would be so huge. Ford, and that is it. Looking at the Blue Jays, I really think that the Baltimore Orioles, they got out to an early jump, but then all of a sudden Toronto settled down at home. And you might see that in the next game. I'm seeing that as a pattern for Toronto. That is it for us today. Have a great day, and then we're going to see you for game number 4.